Hello, can you all hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me or if I'm just talking to myself. Excellent. Welcome back, everyone. Let's just fiddle around here. Yeah, sorry. Mandy's mum phoned, and ironically, like I said, usually she's about a 30-second chat type of person. Hi, how are you? Are you all right? Right, gotta go. And yeah, today she was actually chatting, which made a change. Okay, so this is, well, God, when do we actually plan to start this? We planned to start this last time I worked on the DS Lite that Squishy now has in a box in his house, and I haven't got around to doing it yet. So I thought, as Andy had stopped streaming, actually I thought I'd start streaming before Andy started streaming, and then I thought it'd be rude to start streaming, so I waited until he'd finished. So here we are now. What am I looking at on there? Let's switch back to OBS. I said let's switch back to OBS. Chaz, you don't know what you're doing. Can't talk to me like that. And OBS, thank you. Here we are. Okay. So, I know you haven't opened it yet, Squishy. I'm only winding you up. So, box, I have taken this out just to take a photograph of it for the previous screenshot. That's the shell. So who am I going to say hello to? Who's in here so far? Rusty Russ Repairs was in here first. Squishy was second. And then Juiced, Carthor, Chill and Relax. Juiced. Bodger. Grass Puddle. Or Travelling Matt, as I like to call him now. Michael, hello. And Stubby2, Stew2B, Stew2B2. That's the Stew2B2, Stubby2B2. Andy, very briefly, before he goes off to watch his football. Falcon, have you made your cup of tea yet? And are we there? Are we there yet? Crispy Bacon. Scrolling down. David, hello, welcome in. Microsoft Blind, hiya, how you doing? Retro New, first time viewer, let's go. Oh my gosh, the Sparta. Lots and lots of new names. Oh, 8-bit Repairer and RC2. Hello, welcome in now. Welcome in, everyone. I'm not nervous at all. No, I'm not. I'm not as nervous as I used to be anyway. Not for now. Not until things start falling apart. So you get the kit with the XtremeRate shell, and you get your frames. So that's the window for the top, and what else we got? And lots, I'll move that aside, with different coloured buttons with it. Every set of every colour almost. And as you can see, and what I plan to do is do the usual red, green, blue, yellow setup on them. Yeah, let's just put that back in the box now. For now. And then of course we have the parts that came out of the other one, plus a new top screen, because the top screen had it. Which is here. And this screen came at the same time as the new one for the one that Squishy is now using. So hopefully I haven't scratched it up too much in the time it's been around. I don't remember it. No, normally they don't have that many buttons. That could be a new one, couldn't it? I could try stacking them on top of each other. The motherboard from the original one. Hopefully you're all able to see this a bit more clearly now, because I've I've lowered the camera down. But if you can't, let me know if the focus is out or it's mucking around, and I can I'll play with it. I mean, let's have a quick look just to make sure. What's the focus on? The focus should be on autofocus. So, is that going to work if I do that? Just to make sure that you can all see. Yeah, anyway, let me know if it goes pear-shaped. Shout at me, chat at me. I've got the chat window up in OBS so I can see it. So, motherboard, top screen. Bottom screen. Off screen, new digitiser. Second-hand digitiser, which I'll just put up there. And then all the bits and pieces that go with it, which you'll see in a minute after I've got them out the bag. Okay. Tom Morgan, hello. So, Wi-Fi module. I mean, I can probably introduce you to them as we're going along and hopefully put them all in. So, it's a bit pointless me going through all now. So let's just shove them all out of the way, stop blabbing on, and get on with it, I guess. Now, excuse me while I get all the bits out of the way. Because if I leave them here, I'm going to eject them all over the place. Or they're going to stick to my arm when I get sweaty, and they'll just disappear. Not that I sweat, of course, or get nervous, or talk too much. I can't help feeling with YouTube that sometimes it would be nice to have the audio feedback. I did debate going into Discord as well, but I thought that might mucker up the microphone feeds and everything for OBS. But the dog doesn't care, so yes. You want to come and say, come on then, up. Come and say hello, up. Now, stay still, look, dog, there you go. Ooh. Alright, off you go. So yes, let's make sure we're back in screen. Yeah, she is a cutie. She's a bit of a princess as well. We don't need that, put that out of the way, Chaz. We need to start off with the top. Hopefully there's not too much of a glare or anything. So I'm going to slide the top off like that, which leaves us with the frame. And the first thing I want to do is probably put some sticky stuff around the top screen. And the sticky stuff is over there. Excuse me a minute. No, I'm not going to get some food for us. It's not well. That's the thick stuff. I need the other stuff. And then that's the thin stuff. Two widths. Mixed Dod's head is up. Yeah. And when he was barking earlier on, or rather Mixed Dog was barking earlier on, she was barking back at it as well. So nearly as bad as her old dog. You couldn't put David Attenborough on with her old dog because she used to bark at everything on the screen. Oh, there's my head. It's not the top of my head, it's my head for a chance, for change. And I'm talking rubbish. Relax. Is this a Christmas tree? No, we've done the Christmas tree. Hang on, I'll just prove that.
It's not been decorated yet.
Right, it's fine. So we finished the Christmas tree the other day. So the wires are all UV resined into place, looking neat. On the base properly, and not looking too bad. I did find, Bodger, that where the tree goes onto the bottom PCB here, I also didn't have any contacts to start with, the same way that you were suffering with. I turned it upside down and absolutely flooded it underneath with solder, holding the soldering iron on that for quite a while, which is why you've got a little bit blobby up here, which I could have taken off, I just couldn't be bothered. And after that the contact was okay, but yeah. Hang on, let's turn the lights off. Yeah. So it is working okay. We're leaving it off for now because the wife, luckily for me, has taken on the challenge of decorating it. So yeah. And for those of you that don't know, in MK's server there is a challenge to all to decorate the tree and see who thinks whose is nice. They will all be nice, no doubt, but there is just a little competition going on. We also routed wiring between the, oh right, yeah, to make the connection, yeah. And a real prize if you win a hot, yep, that's right, apparently. For me, I just want to see what it looks like after the missus has done it. Not the prize I'm really interested in, but I just want to see how pretty it looks. I've got OBS on the screen in front of me, and to my right I've got the overhead camera and the microscope, and they're all in the way of the chat window, so I have to sort of to see it properly. Charles isn't an oldie. Is that supposed to be oldie rather than an odal? Because there might be an odal, but I've not heard of them before, so. Hey Pitco, how you doing? Nice to see you. Quite a few people in here today. Good job this wasn't my first stream, or I'd been hiding under the desk by now. And there's an end to here somewhere. Bear with me while I find it. There it is. Good, glad to hear it. Model, right, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, I don't tell anyone about that one. But it is only for shoes, so, you know. And not the toes either, because they're ugly toes. It's just the turn of my heel they like. It made the boy laugh, if nothing else. I'm hoping that the picture is all slightly better for you this time than it was last time. Still need to get a better camera, but I think it's a little bit better than it was. Okay, tape is on there, that's on there. I need the hinge sleeve to do that with, and then we're going to get this, and we're just going to fold it over itself. Oh, the dog's making noise at me. Probably can't see it there. Let's come over a bit more. And then we're going to do it again because I let it go, and not in a frozen type way either. Folding it up, put it through like so. Put this on here before it comes out. And then pull it the rest of the way through carefully. I used to shake so much doing these originally that I would actually destroy the screen doing that bit. And in the end I learned you just have to do a little bit more confident. So yeah, that's through there. And let's come back out again. But not too much. I think that should do there. Don't we all need better? Yeah, we do. Yeah. Although MK, his camera is ace. It's spot on. You know, I think probably microscope is the better part of the setup. As I say, I do have a camera in the cupboard I could use to do this with, but I've got to get another cable for it and I can't be bothered. I'm being a bit lazy over it. Right, so after we've done that, I need the aerials. I think. This one, that's your Wi-Fi aerial. Yes. Yeah, absolutely we will. Which we're going to route through there and then put in place up here. I say this because I haven't actually done one of these for a while, and where are we? Certainly not in one of these. Now I think that's right, whether it's not going in place because okay, there's no late it's not going in place because, is that right? Because I'm putting it on the wrong side. I told you I hadn't done one for a little while. Not since we did the last stream. What just cuts off? The camera or the DS Lite, or what are we talking about? That was it, chill and relax. And then we want the microphone, which I've got bundled up here again. Your webcam, oh right. That's just strange. I mean, I'd make a suggestion, but other than driver problems or it conflicting with another device you've got on there, maybe it could simply just be a dodgy webcam. Microphone. No, you cannot see it. Let's go to the scope a minute. You know, just for the sake of going to the scope. Just need to make sure that you've got the felt. Ooh. It's a strange noise to make, Chaz. Just need to make sure you've got the felt side up through there, or you're not going to hear a lot. That was all I was going to say. And then back here again, come on. Yep, it's totally the Furbies, absolutely. Hot glue here. Have you ever tried playing around? And this is coming from someone, like I said, used to work in an SEN school, with hot glue and greaseproof paper. Sorry?
Glitter.
Glitter. Yeah, and greaseproof paper. And you make a shape on the greaseproof paper with the hot glue, so like a star or a Christmas tree, and then sprinkle glitter all over it. And then when it goes off, it just comes off of the greaseproof paper, and there you are with the decoration or something. Yeah, I know. What can I say? It's the life I lead. Oh no, hot glue worms. Yeah, he does like his hot glue. It's coming in a little bit more again. I'm trying not to rush this time, folks. I am trying to take my time and not go zooming off in a panic as I normally do. Continuous. That's better, I think. With some rude dialects, I expect it's probably possible. I mean, it's got to be possible, otherwise it wouldn't be in there in the first place, would it? I'm assuming. I'll just turn the soldering iron on. So, how many of you have now listened to the repairs song, which was really good, Pitco? Really made me laugh. Yeah, I thought so. I was extremely surprised to hear my name in there as well. Made me laugh. Again. How many times am I going to laugh? Speakers. Yeah. Right, now because I'm half blind, I'm going to have to switch back to scope so I can see where we are. With hello, there we are, with a polarity, and that's supposed to be there you go. Plus on this side is at the top. Hi Squishy, how you doing? Again? Sigh, that's who we're saying hello to. I'm quite sure why I'm saying hello to Squishy again. Probably because I'm a bloke and I don't multitask. I'm thinking solder. And then the long speaker, or the long wired speaker, goes on the nearest side. Ooh, what's that? That's interesting. It looks like a pad. Let's get rid of that. Come on, come on. Down you go. Don't make me have to use the tweezers. Oh, that's horrible. 2 secs. Ow, just stabbed myself with the tweezers. Because I have the tweezers upright so I can see what they are, but unfortunately it's sharp end upright in some cases. And we're sliding out of shot. Get on there. Shaky hands today. Okay, for that one. And then the short wired speaker. You guys might not stream, but you're always in the streams. Yeah, absolutely. And that's how I started. I started off following following everyone around the streams, and not on purpose either. Once I started watching one stream that they were in, the algorithm started showing me other streams, and lo and behold, when I joined those streams, everyone was there. Oh my God, what's that, Chaz? And then after a while, I was curious as to how to do it, so I had a go, and now I'm completely making a muck up where I plus stop talking, put the soldering iron on. Yeah, it is about the support, that's right. It's nice when you have all these people A, if you don't know what you're doing, able to give you direction. B, to know that it might be helping someone else, you never know. And it's just makes it a bit more of a laugh. It was Andy for me. Joining Andy Discord introduced me to so many more streams and others who shared the same interest. Yeah, I think for me it was, initially it was JDT, and then I kind of filtered down to Andy from JDT, and then after I joined Andy's, it was like a rapid spread. It was like discovering cakes in your stomach, you know? So, I'll bring that over here for now, and we'll come back out from the scope because the scope is too much now. Oh, come on, this way. There you go. Even Russ made it into the song. Yeah, well, I would be upset if Russ hadn't made it into the song. He's put quite a few hours in now, hasn't he? Into repairing and doing stuff. He's also really, really eager to learn, not afraid of making mistakes in front of other people, and approaches everything logically. Blame you guys for making the algorithm recommended. Like, yeah, that's right, absolutely. And I'll put that down. Why? Because I want to get a set of tweezers to stand myself with. 2 seconds. Okay. Let's put that light on as well. That's a bit better. There you go. Got some side light going on now. And then we'll try and persuade this stuff to come off. Am I in? Oh, I'm not in screen. There. Oh, I was just getting better at doing that as well. Just don't tell me how bald my head is, okay? I know that's the view you've got most of the time at the moment. He has learned a lot in a small amount of time, yeah. And I can't believe, Russie, just how quickly, once you've done that one RAM chip, and you were struggling to start with, and then after the hints by everyone and everything, and increasing your heat and stuff, just how quickly you then went on to do the second, third and fourth ones. Really, really quickly. So we're going to stick this down. Oh no, really? I don't know whether I should thank you or curse you. Now, I've not used XtremeRate shells before, so I have no idea how any of this is going to fit, if it's going to go together properly. I just thought it was worth a go. As long as it's not anything like the cheap clear shells you can buy, because some of those are awful. Don't break them. No. If I do that, I'm going to near on sulk. I might even do a bodger throw the thing across the room if that happened. Not in the direction of the wife though, because she'd throw it back at me. Right, tape. Once he did some bits on them back when he started, nice. That's encouraging at least. Get on there. Yeah, get on there. And cut a bit. I don't know what you mean, Bodger. I have not a clue, honestly. Speakers in. Yeah, you might recognise the tweezers, by the way. Well, you would if I could get them on the screen. There you go. They're a bit out of shot. But yes. Now, if I could only see what I was doing. There is a post that the wires are supposed to go through down here. And I can tell you right now, they are not. And seeing as I'm on stream, I better make an effort to at least put them in there. And on this side, we're just going to come to the side through this post. Yeah, Pitco, I'm going to have to find your Discord, aren't I? Because it's one of them that I don't have at the moment. Okay, so now we have this coming through like this. Okay, thank you. And then next we're going to need the base. And because I'm extremely twisted, I'm now thinking biscuit buttery base. It's not my fault, I can't help it. Okay, and then this is the fun bit. So first of all, you have to weed? You have to weed? You don't have to weed. Stay out of the garden. Stay on the desk. Feed the wires through. There you go. I knew there were no flowers involved. And then staying in shot to get the ribbon in through there. Come along, come along. In fact, what I sometimes do, and I'm not going to do it now, is I put some Captain tape, just a narrow strip of Captain tape, but a longer one, especially on the 3DS's, and then that gives you something to pull on to pull the ribbon cable through. I'm not going to do it, you are going through without it, and makes it easier. Two seconds, people. Okay, and then once you've got those through, making sure you don't trap anything while you're doing it, slide the case up like so till the gap's closed there. Now at this point I need the barrel and this. So I've got the hinging mechanism. We'll switch to scope again, and then we'll try and show you. And that bit there I don't think is in the right place, so I'm going to have to reline this up. 2 seconds. Okay, look, get in. Wow, that's... No, don't say it. You'll get all sorts of comments if you say that's tight. So, one all the way around, and then back 1, 2. So that is in the closed position there. So it goes round 1, that's when your shell will be most of the way open. 2 is when the shell is all the way open. So then you wind it back, or you fall off of it. Wind it back all the way until it goes click again. And then hopefully you put this in the right way round, like so. Oh, and what you do before you do that is put the light pipe in. Where is the light pipe, I ask myself. Let's go through the bits and pieces. We're looking for the light pipe for this, by the way. Stickers, rubbers. I don't think it's in there, but I could be wrong. Not so far. Buttons, membranes, insane, buttons, buttons. Really? No, they're for the bottom. That's for the bottom. I mean, I've got lots of light pipes. I'm just stubbornly trying not to go to it at the moment. But you know what? When I say I've got lots of them, I've shown this before, I think. every one of those Wi-Fi boards, and I've given quite a few away, denotes a DS that never made it back on the streets, as does the amount of speakers and bits and pieces. Oh, it's my phone. Not that. 2 seconds, peoples. Because I can't remember where. Same as those hinges. It's a bag full of barrels and hinges and. Yeah, no, it's charged at the moment. It starts off about 1.4, 1.5 amps when it's flat. So yeah. Right, somewhere in here. I'm still looking. I am still looking. I have no idea what I'm looking for though. Oh, it's not in there. It's got to be in there. Right, I'm going to go through these packets again. Okay. They're the rubbers, definitely. Can go in the bin. And buttons. We don't want the buttons. There, the membranes, definitely. Buttons. Did I mention buttons? Possibly some more buttons. And oh look, some more buttons. No, I'm going to have to look through these. Give me a minute, people. It only takes a minute, girl. Stop that right now. Okay, is this the same type? Should be. And come on, out. Probably find it's been glued in. I think it very much has been glued in. Come on, prove yourself wrong. Without stabbing yourself, that would be good. No, it's been glued in. Not that one. Okay, let's switch to another colour. That's the blue ones and more DS stuff. At some point I'm going to get rid of the DS stuff because I don't do them anymore as a thing. Unless I get a job lot of consoles come in and they just happen to be in amongst it. Pink is one of the favourite ones to break. Obviously people like them and people's kids like them, and they come in and I couldn't let most of them go out because the shells were just too shocking. I'm no expert. I'm a furkler and I always tend to go overboard in whatever I'm doing, as I'm sure many of you lot do, which is why we're here. And I like learning, as lots of you do too. And the wife loves that I'm OCD about everything that I do. But I also get the title King of the Unfinished Projects too, so one kind of goes with the other somehow. Right, that's the wrong way, Mr. Mott. Is that right? Let's just try that. A bit like Meet the Fockers. Well, it's getting dark quickly. Come along. What's not working here? What's not happening? Okay. Well, the light pipe's fallen out for a change. The light pipe has fallen out for a start. That was where I meant to go with that particular sentence. I don't get flustered, not at all. So what will you stream if you're giving up this? No, I'm giving up the DS Lites. I don't go near the DS Lites anymore. Unless, like I said, I get some in the job lot, which is why I haven't got rid of the stuff. Yes, but I do have to shift much of my 3DS stuff first, and 2DS that I have in the cupboard, because obviously it's dead money at the moment. Why are you not going in there? Right, I'm going to take that out a minute. Yes, because the DS's, as I've said before to you, unless you're doing them to learn, once you've bought even just the top screen, forget everything else. If you bought a top screen and you've probably bought the console for between 10 to 15 quid in non-working condition, then you're already at a loss, because people don't like to pay very much for working consoles, for working DS Lites. There's just nothing in it to be made. That is very poor. What's going on there? I'll squeeze that all the way in. It does. Right, okay, so now I need to put the light pipe back in again. Yep, that's right. And as I said, people just ask too much for non-working ones. Now, oh dear, oh there it is. I thought it was gone forever. But for learning on, they're fantastic. You know, for learning how to cope with the screens and just the general pressure. Is that not fitting in there? I don't think this light pipe is the right light pipe, which is fun. Right, okay, 2 seconds people, I'm going to go back and see if I can find any more in there. There are 2 or 3 different types of light pipes, because the hinge barrels change between consoles and variants. So just talk amongst yourselves. I used to hate, in response to that comment, I haven't actually found anything yet. I used to hate doing these to start with, said putting the ribbon cables through. I was given by my next door neighbour, bought one, about 3 or 4 complete DS shells with the screens alongside, and all I had to do was put them in. They were brand new. And so I've wrecked at least 2 or 3 being underconfident about fitting them and just wrecking the ribbon cables. So yeah, to start with they are, but now having done these and then going on to the 3D and the 2DS's, coming back to these, they're fitting the ribbon cable through seems much easier. Yes, exactly, squishy. Right. Now what I want to know, so if I tried the pink one, just out of curiosity, that kind of fits. Okay. So we'll just check these, and that I'm not being overly stupid. And they look about the same. Put that light pipe out of the way. Try and get this one out without stabbing myself in the finger, like so. Okay, and then putting it straight into this one. See, now that's different, it doesn't go in as far for some reason. It does not go in as far, but it shouldn't matter because there's cutouts in the, oh, I've just dropped it again. Okay. Goody goody. Right. And there you go. I think that is as close to being in as it's going to be. That's what she said. Now screws. Are you okay? Can you see enough? Let me know if you need to go, hang on, closer. Okay, that might be a bit better. So the long screws, which are somewhere in here. Normally, again, I would have just oiked them out of the collection I've got. I'm trying to behave and use the stuff that came with the kit. Actually, I'm lying again. This is not the stuff that came with the kit. This is the stuff that came with the original DS. So I'm not behaving at all, and we'll just completely overlook any of that conversation. Okay, these are Phillips. Yes, it's the XtremeRate shell, or one of the XtremeRate shells. And I was just curious to see what it went together like. I've got dogs just in case you haven't worked that out now. Okay. And once we've got that far, so now we'll go up a little bit. Droidy cam. And we can put, hopefully, the top on. Okay. What's that about?
I don't know, it's a Christmas card, I think.
All right. Looks like we just got a Christmas card. Now, again, new shells can be a little bit awkward to put together. So Chill and Relax's dog barked because ours were barking. That makes a change because ours was doing the same to yours the other day. That's still not going in. Let's come right out on it so you can see me struggling rather than disappearing off screen when I'm doing it. Oh, over there. That's it. Thank you. He says and then disappears off screen. So, I know that these slide together because obviously it came like that. You should be able to put it forward ever so slightly from the back and then just slide it back. But she's just fighting ever so slightly with that. Which, you know, it's embarrassing because when you've got all the time to yourself, you just go, oh well, get up, make yourself a cup of tea, walk away from it for a minute. The shell, yeah, it does look nice. It's not going to look nice if I throw it across the room though, is it? It's not going to do it any good at all. Are you listening, Mr. Shell? Come along. Is that it? I think that might be it, you know. Just as I was beginning to think, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, at this point, yeah, very true. We'll get the dirty microfiber cloth out. Is that on full brightness? It's not, is it? That's probably too bright now, isn't it? Let's go down one. And we'll get the screws. Oh, let's drop the screw. Okay. 4 screws for the screen. I wonder how Andy's football club's doing. Three. 4. Okay. So now that won't fall off, and then obviously later on we will put some blanks in on top of the screws. I'm not worried about that for this stream. For this stream we're just going to get everything back together, prove it works, and then I can finish it off stream and put a photograph or screenshot up or something. So, motherboard, digitiser, bottom screen. Yes. What's that? No, I'm not talking to myself. Apparently it's expected to arrive today. Yeah, it is picking up nice, you're right. I wonder why that is. Arrange. Ooh, I've upset it now. Connected, scan, connect, device. What change? There you go, I've just changed the range up slightly. Oh no, no, hang on. Waving it around still affects it. Hang on. Shake, 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 shake. A shake, shake, shake. Shake your meter. Okay. That's alright, not a problem. I hadn't noticed, to be honest. I'm not watching what you're watching. I'm mainly looking at OBS with a screen projected over here. So in fact I am looking at what you're looking at. Will we just ignore everything I've just said once again? Okay. So the motherboard is going to go in that way around, and we'll come in a little bit closer again. Right you can. And then we're going to attempt to connect this ribbon cable here. Which can sometimes be a bit quicker. But has actually, I think, gone in properly there. Right, so you've got two wires, microphone wire, which is the white one, Wi-Fi wire again, which is the black one. Now the white wire, he says convincingly to himself, comes across there. And the trouble with the repro shells is that the clips that hold the wires in generally, I say generally because this might prove otherwise, are not as tight. That's actually not that bad, to be honest. Like so. And then before we do anything else, first of all we're going to check, make sure it's the right way up. It is. And that goes this way up, this way down rather. That's correct, yes, okay. So I'm going to put the digitiser in first. Give it a bit of a wipe, not with that cloth because that's filthy. Now I don't know why, and I hope I don't regret saying this, but generally seems to be easier to get the screens clean on the DS's with as much less hairs and things in between than the 3DS's and the things. The larger 3DS's and the 2DS's are an absolute nightmare to do. I heard they had support. Okay, so I'm putting this in here first. Wow, even that's good. And what you need to look at is, I'll switch to the scope quickly. You need to look at is, without trying to smooth the scope, I don't want to put it on top of those screws, is the plastic ridge here and the level of the back screen. This is really good. Normally on the rubbish shells it will be higher, and you have to end up putting bits of tape here so that when you're pressing on the screen at the front it doesn't move down all the time, which just ruins it. Yeah, their screens are larger, absolutely squishy, but for some reason it just seems that much harder, or maybe it's because they're larger. Okay, back to overhead cam. So now, what am I going to do now? Am I just going to test it? I can take this back out of here. I can connect it to here. I'm not going to bother with the digitiser for now, because unless you get a shoddy batch, the digitiser will either work or it won't. And press those in. What am I doing? Can't see it. It's come across here a bit. Okay. So that everything is up to the shoulder, and I think it is. Looking at it on that grainy, horrid screen. And then we're going to get the battery and the Wi-Fi board, because otherwise it won't boot. If you try booting it without the Wi-Fi board, you just get a green light, and the green light stays on when you turn it on. It doesn't do the self-checking unless the Wi-Fi board is plugged in. So turn it over, and battery. Let's hope which battery is charged. I can't remember. I've got a severe case of dry mouth going on here. No, that wasn't a hint, man. That's alright, it's fine. I've got a bottle here. And then we're going to try and remember where the heck the switch is. Over here. There. So hopefully, okay, we can carry on now. Comes on. So take those out of there temporarily again. Yeah, well the DS Lite has the Wi-Fi and the BIOS in that chip, as does the 3DS and 3DS XL, but not the 2DS XL, because that's all incorporated within the board, and not the new 3DS, that's all incorporated within the board too as well. So buttons. Now I wanted to do it the same as, come over here a minute, they show it screenshot, no, not there. I need to go into Steam, useful streaming. I'm just looking for a screenshot of the casing. Be quiet. That's because I'm not paying her enough attention. Yes, button time, absolutely. Now, outside on here is red. I mean, will I be able to remember which one it is? This is the point. No, the inside one is Y. We don't want that one. I think it's A. A is on the outside, I'm fairly sure. And it's a drop bit, of course. And you can't see that. My apologies. Oh! So you mean I was being sarcastic and they're actually winning? Well, that kind of takes all the joy out of that, doesn't it, really? I mean, oh, well done. Shame I'm not watching it. Yeah. Excellent. Well, that's good to hear. Somehow I've changed. Oh, how have I done that? Back. Thank you. Green on the inside. Chewy on the outside. Armadillos. Yo. Grey, we don't want grey yet. Those, we don't want those yet. Blue and green. So green, we're going to use a Y on the inside. As I said before, the buttons go B for below, and then it's A doesn't go above, which you'd think it would do, you know, being B at the bottom. It goes on the outside, and then Y goes on the inside, and X goes at the top. The I can't answer that, Squishy, without giving things away, sorry. So I'm not going to. You can give me the answer yourself after Christmas. And somewhere in here is an X. That's an A. Why is it always the last one? There's the X. Okay. Okay, so those, I'm not going to use the membranes that came with the kit because they're normally rubbish comparably. So I'll use one of the many that I have stored. 1, 2, 1 membrane. Somewhere in here should be one of the 2s. I've got this internal laugh going on now, Squish. And yeah, so we've done that one. Obviously the other side is easy, but we need a black one for it. Black. Deep, deep. There they are, over here. Hope nobody's getting too bored watching me do this. Good, I'm glad. Boring. That one there. And then we need to put those two in down there, which according to my screenshot are grey. Eek, come on, out of the packet. I'm struggling here. 1, 2, I have just worked out where the screw covers are though. 2, look at me counting like a professional. So they go in there, like so. This membrane the other way up, because that was entirely wrong. Okay, and now we have zeros in place, making sure the screen is in place. Oh, look at it struggling. And that the Wi-Fi cable comes up here, and the other cable is really struggling, comes through here. Do come on, like so. And then this is the fun bit, as I'm sure you've all seen before, where one has to try and thread the Wi-Fi aerial underneath the dog. No, not the dog. Underneath here. And I can tell you what, it doesn't matter how much experience you have. It doesn't make a flipping difference to how difficult or easy this is. And rather than struggle, I'm just going to unsolder the front bits. Yeah, right, shut up. Just lifting the cartridge up slightly just gives me a little bit of a gap to get the cable underneath. Come on, solder. Come on. No, let me put the temperature up. No, I've only got a small tip on here. Okay, swapping soldering irons and waiting 2 seconds while the other one heats up. So well, if you win, I'm happy to get an unsigned light if you want to swap. Oh no. How long is it open for? Are we talking hours, days? I mean, I've got a light, I shouldn't really. And I won the hoodie, be a bit greedy. I'll do warm up, come on. $10. Thank you, Andy. I mean, no, I'm not interested, honest. Okay, now hopefully, because one has done that, one should be able to struggle a lot more. Through there. It's the streamer's curse. Come on. No. Try again. I've received DS Lites before where people have obviously lost their temper doing this, and it's just been routed down the side or over the top, or can't bring myself to do that. If it's not the way it's supposed to be, it's not good enough. Okay, a little bit more. Ooh, just a little bit. R-E-S-P-C-T. Come on, come through. No, not that way. No, you're not behaving, are you? Through. Now, if you can just all remember back to the other DS, and just remember how easily that one went through. And not judge me on my current performance. That would be nice. Come along. Oh, we're out of focus. What on earth is going on there? I'm not even making an effort now, is it? Thank you. Wait until I switch back to the app. Oh, ugh. Right, okay. Back to there again. Shouldn't change then. Back to OBS. Chatfix, hello, nice to see you in here, thank you. I'm afraid it's not thrilling, and for some reason I am struggling at the moment. Come on, come on. No. Real-time unedited video. Not a well. You just put the Wi-Fi aerial back through underneath here. Okay, this is getting silly now. Okay, there should be more than enough room by a mile. Why are you not going under? Because I have other Wi-Fi aerials, you know. Could still just throw you in the bin. Shh. I could give you to the dog to chew you up. What are you doing? This is thrilling TV, isn't it? I cannot believe. I can't believe. Oh, I see. That bark, by the way, guys, was because it's nearly 4:30. 4:30 is the time some four-footed thingies have sustenance, he says carefully. Yes, come on, come on, come on. Yes, at last. God, that didn't take long, did it? Right. First try, yeah, absolutely. We need to put the screws back in to hold the board in place. And we need those screws to stick to the screwdriver. One screw here. And the other screw goes here. Now that screw there, when you look through the battery bay, there's a hole in the battery bay with a screw underneath, and a lot of people make the mistake of taking that screw out. But unless you're taking the board out, you don't need to. None of our streams are thrilling, but they're well, like I said, as long as it gives all of you a place to chat, you know, in one channel, that's how well good it is. And we can watch someone else doing something that we really don't want to do ourselves. So. Come along. There you go. Right. Yeah, it doesn't feel very sticky anymore. Hang on a minute. Before I put that on, I am going to put the digitiser cable back in. For that, I will need to swap. Ooh. Back to the scope. I have no idea what button I pressed there, by the way. And we'll just get the white wire out of the way. And why is that open? Okay, that's better. Like you say, all of this normally, when I'm doing it by myself, you just go through a mechanical process. Your hands know where everything is, and it just comes really easily. That all sounds very wrong, but we'll ignore that. And then the minute you go on camera, it's like, nope. So forgive me for making this actually look more awkward than it actually is. Because honestly, it's not this bad. Some of these, the cable strengtheners at the end are slightly too long and use up too much of the cable. So you have to be careful when you go to put them in, or you just break the digitiser cable. Oh my gosh, come on! Yeah. Yeah, me too, Chapfix.
Hey.
Now come on, up, up, up. And then you'll get it in place and lift this up. Come on. Thank you. And theoretically, everything slides in smoothly. Oh. Crimey, it did. Like that. Yes, I was tempted. I nearly did the double tweezer bit. For anyone that hasn't done any of these before, the cable actually doesn't go all the way to the end of the plug. It's got a recessed cutout in it, so it only goes into it about halfway. Okay, and then your Wi-Fi aerial comes over here. Come along. And goes, sorry, not your Wi-Fi, your microphone. If you're playing Blame? I don't think I've played Blame before. If you play Brain Training or something like that and it just isn't responding to your commands, that would be the first place you check. Just to make sure that the cable for the microphone is plugged in before you then check the wire right through to the microphone in the top screen, which is a pain in itself, and oh yep, so and so, and also the headphone socket, because if the headphone socket is rusty or the connectors inside the socket have got corrosion on them, the microphone won't work. Excellent. Okay. Let's come back out of there to the overhead cam. So there we have that. And then next we get to do the buttons. I keep looking at the OBS screen instead of the projected screen on the other one, which is a lot larger. Yeah, it does go there. Depends on the amount of room sometimes. Because first of all, you've got to put the button in there. Okay, one hinge pin. I was thinking that. Two hinge pins. Other hinge pin just there. PCDD. Hello, Mr. Manford. And then we're going to get the grey buttons out. Because again, we're going by the picture and we're copying it. So one grey shoulder button and another grey shoulder button. I'm going to abandon those out of there for now. And then we need the springs. Oh yeah, nice to see. So did you go shopping, PCDD, or did you manage to avoid it? Where did I put the springs? In there I didn't. Okay, I'm just going to go to the other ones. The Christmas market. Yeah. Okay. No, avoided. Took dog for a well-needed walking stick, and I head up north to Nottingham tomorrow for the Christmas market meeting. Braving the rain. And the spring. That's a bit bent. We'll not use that one. And the next spring. That's not a spring, it's a pin. Lots and lots of pins, not enough springs. One spring. At this point, it can be as bent as it likes, I don't care it's getting used. Two springs. Put the hinge pins back. And then the buttons. Obviously we're looking at it the wrong way around at the moment. So there we go. Look, handy. They've got designations on them. I think the dog is reminding me that I need to go and feed her in a minute. Oh my gosh, come on, get yourself together. See, I'm not making so many of the smart ass comments now, am I? And shaky hands as well. Shaky hands are not helpful. Okay. Like saying everyone else has chosen to drop out of the competition, honestly. Okay, one. Trouble is, it's a Paul Daniels light, isn't it? And everyone's going to want a Paul Daniels light. And if you can get a Paul Daniels light without paying for a Paul Daniels light, that's even better, isn't it? Eee, come on. I know you can't see a lot at the moment, I do apologise. This is the awkward one because you've got the wire coming across and the cable coming up under. Okay, that appears to be in there. So we need to put the bottom bit together now, which I don't normally have to do when I get them because obviously it's all together. Bottom casing. Stylus holding bits. Yeah, but Squishy, I went to all the trouble of ordering a meter from him, and he didn't sign it. I was heartbroken. Oh, it's got a squishy. It hasn't got a squishy in it. It's got a stylus in it. Buttons, don't want those. What's this? More of the buttons. Surrounded by buttons. There we go. There's the plate. Well, I just found out where the light pipe was, and the barrel, and the springs. In fact, they even included an extra spring. So they obviously know me. Where are we at the moment? We're on here. We're on overhead cam. I think we're a bit too close. Let's come out again. Stuff all over the desk again in the way. Okay guys, I'm going to have to quickly just bow out. If you need to get yourself a drink, get yourself one now, because I'm going to go and feed the dogs before they start barking. And I've got to nip upstairs to the small room too. dog is strange.
Thanks, baby.
Nearly there. Okay, keep the popcorn noises back down. Everyone sitting comfortably, and I shall re-begin. Hello again. Dog's fed, curtains closed, Mrs. has a cup of tea, and I've been to the small room. Oh, thank you. And the dog is going mad at something, because the dog is mad. Can I be bothered to look for the screws? No, I can't. Screws from previous DS's. Sure, we all have them in abundance. Okay. Now that should look like. Can I give an example of that when I take everything apart? Now I'm going to pretend I'm showing this to you so that you can see what it should look like, when in fact what I'm doing is reminding myself of what it should look like. So we've got to put this plate on, the stylus holder, and then the power button and the volume button, or rather the sliders in there. Have we? Yes, we have, Chaz. Okay, because you knew that all along, didn't you? You're not really bluffing your way here. And I'm going to What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take the plate off the other one because it's got the grounding pad on it and that one doesn't. That one and this one. And then we're going to undo that again a bit because I did it up too tightly. Why are you gritting your teeth? I have no idea. What, the Chaz Mott you mean? And that is actually missing this bit. That's very strange. Oh well, okay. No, but there's always opportunity, Gozy. Come along, settle in. Should go like that. But first of all, we've got to put this bit on, and I can't remember where it goes. And it's not fitted to that one. Hello, come on, off. Thank you. Is it like that? Is it like that? I'm going to look. Oh, another colour. So that piece goes on there like that. 4-0, wow. I mean, that's got to be embarrassing, right? So we need to put this bit in first. That goes like, come on, in there like that. Wow, that light's bright, and that's not self-focusing now because I told it not to. So we'll just stay down here and you can pretend that you can understand exactly what it is. And this, the fit of this is not exactly what I call special. Come on, down. Is that it? Okay, let's screw that in place and see what happens. That's what she said. Leave off the kickoff. Let's just try the stylus in it. Okay, there's a slight problem. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, that does work. In fact, it's very tight. That's what she said. I can't stop saying it now. Oh, Rolos. If you think I'm saying that out loud, you're wrong. Oh, it was Mrs. B in that case. It's fine to say out loud. Mrs. B said it's always good to have it tight. Try the stylus. Stylus goes in, stylus comes out. A stylus is a tight fit. Michael, oh yeah, so that's all there. What about the battery thing? The battery thing, no, the screws aren't even on the battery thing. Oh my gosh. But, no, it's not in place. Okay. So where is it? Where's it gone? Come in there. Again, let me look at this one. Just talk amongst yourselves. That's where it goes, you silly sod. So here you need the retain the nut that stays in place. Is not the word I'm looking for. Held in retention. Retaining nut. Thank you very much. Which we'll just pinch from this other one. I said we'll just pinch from this other one. Come on. Okay, where's the oh, oops. Okay, don't use those for doing that because they were straight. Whoops. Oh look, come on, this is ridiculous now. Oh my god. I was going to say there's tightness being anal about it, and then I realised what exactly I was going to say, although I have just said it, so yeah. I'm blushing right now, just so you know. Rather than being yeah, yeah. You can't see anything, can you? No, you can't. You can just hear the background chatter. Come along. Look in. Beating brass bush. Not quite. Oh, for goodness sake. At this rate, by the time I get it in there, I'll... No, don't say that either. Oh, lordy, lordy. Why does it hate me so? Oh, my gosh. This one has been incredibly fiddly. Like I said, all of this normally off stream. Or maybe you just don't realise when you're off stream just how long it is taking you, because I'm off stream again. I'm sorry, hang on, where are we? There we are. Still struggling, just so you know. Come along. That's ridiculous. Come on, off. Come along, you can do it. You just need to get in there. No, no, not like that. Come along. You know you want to. Oh my Lord. Anyone else getting frustrated watching me? A tapered side. Fairly sure there is no tapered side. I mean, there will be if it carries on like this. Hang on, is that tapered? Yes, you're right. There is a tapered edge that I completely missed. Goody. But even then, we're still playing a game of frustration. Oh, and it's gone again. No. Shut up. Shut up. Do. No. He hums nervously to himself. Come on. Go in. Okay. Relax for a moment, Mr. Mott. Do. Little bit of elevator music always helps things along. Yeah, warming it up could be an option. Roll them up, roll high, get them in, get them out. Well, okay. Tango the cat, hello. I must be putting in all sorts of stupid faces at the camera at the moment.
No, just you're stupid.
Wrap his dick and twist it. And this one, what's this one like? This is the same. Okay. No, it's gone. Yep, ping, ricochet, rabbit. I mean, I've never, gonna sound wrong, but I've never never encountered one that tight before. Hang on a minute. It's not being properly still. No, not quite. So close. yet so far away. You can see just how I did it by the plastic on the other half, which I might have to chop off with a scalpel. Okay, again, too many bits around. Right, back in view, scalpel. You know, that wasn't the idea. Come on. It's only a thin bit of plastic, it shouldn't be stopping you. Nearly. Very, very nearly. It's backwards, it had a blockage. Yeah, I think it might still have a bit of a blockage. That should be it. There you go. And we're home. That didn't take long at all, did it, people? I'm glad you were there to witness that. Excellent. Yeah. Okay, so now we need the grey volume slider and the on and off slider. We don't want to lose any of these bits because they've got, so where are we? That bit I'll switch back to the overhead view in a minute. And oh, he said in a surprised voice. And that one. And then I'll put these bits carefully back in here, otherwise I'm going to lose them before I need to use them. You can't see the bits, but I am putting them back in the bag, just so you know. Okay. Oh, and the other thing I've forgotten about is I've got to get that retaining thing on the screw, and I haven't yet found the screw kit. Hang on, am I lying? I have found the screw kit. Okay. Coming back to overhead. No, actually, no, we'll leave it there. I'll just ramble incoherently. Screw kit with the other one in there. I can't see a retaining piece for the battery. No, I don't think there is. Open it anyway. Oh, I do like a good hobnob. Let's come out. There you go. Just so we can stare at something, anything other than nothing. Meanwhile, I'll just scramble around ineffectually in this packet while you carry on. Come out. Come on, out. You stupid screw. Out. Okay. And then I guess we can just not worry about putting the retaining bit on there for now, and I'll do that later. So one of those, I'm going to put those up there, just put the screws out of the way. There must be more screws than that because there still isn't enough. Again, doesn't matter, I have them all anyway, plenty of them. So, yeah. volume. Can you, I don't know if you can see that clearly. Let's put it back on continuous now. Cam, focus, continuous. Will that pick it up? Right, that's the volume one. I'll just chuck that around, and the volume one, as we all know, goes at the front. I wouldn't do it from this angle normally, but just for the sake of this, in there. And then the on-off button over here, and it's all very well them going in there easily, but you know that they're going to fall out just as easily, so that should be fun. Let's fold that over there for a minute. And then we need to remember to put the volume knob all the way to the right, make sure that the switch for the power is in the right place. Turn that over, make sure the buttons are aligned correctly. And then gently pressing down. Wow, that is an amazing fit. Can't really, it's not together properly yet, but again, there's screws that go along here to hold that in, but I've never had an aftermarket shell go together that nicely. And again, we'll just check at this point that things still work. Volume back up. Yep, things still work. Okay. Now, do we continue on and do the screws, or do you think for yourselves we can probably stop there and call it quits? What do you reckon? Yeah, so screen goes off when you shut it. It's fairly nice. Screws. Okay. Okay. Right. Take the battery back out again. Make sure that these are in the right place still. I'm going to go the whole 9 yards. Now, what screws are with this? No, let's just get these. So I'm going to have to sort through the screws now because I still haven't found the packet that has the case screws in. So I'm going to have to search amongst these. That looks like one, because obviously you have the 3 tri-wing, and then the rest are cross thread. And I'm just going to dump them up. I'm going to regret that later when I'm trying to pick them all back up again. That's across there, don't want that one. That's a cross thread. Why are they all cross threads? I've got the screws to the side here, by the way. I'm trying to go through them and find the right screws. I could have used the original screws, but they're not in my postcode anymore. How are they, Ross? Okay. Okay, one tri-wing. And that looks like another one. And it was. So what you mean is I can't run away from the stream, because that's what I was trying to do. But it would be nice to finish it, I guess. Hello, Claw Slug. Come on, do what? Is that? Yes, it is. Okay, I was just checking. Sorry. So you got one, two, three, and then the other ones are normal screws, crosshead screws. One. Two of those, and then we need one in the battery tray just here. And then finally one at the front, which is a black one normally. So let's see if we can find one that will do the job. And that screw, I'm fairly sure is too long. And now inside the console. Okay, well it can stay inside there for now. I've got plenty of other motherboards, I don't care. Thank you, Squishy. I'm just searching amongst my screws trying to find a shorter one. And they're all those. I thought that was Phillips, but okay. Is that actually going in? What's it doing? Strange. Excuse me, I'm just trying to do it up out of sight, sorry. It's struggling. I'm struggling. Come on. Take you back out again. Because it's rubbish. That's a tri-ring. Why is that a tri-ring? I don't remember them. No, that's a silver one. Okay, well they're obviously tri-wings and I'm just being stupid. None of my screwdrivers there fit properly for some reason. Roger, does that mean we get a photograph in Discord of you wearing it then? no, unfortunately, because they're a merch company, and it's not directly affiliated with Joey. There's no hands-on by Joey, is there, at any point with any of the merch? So he can't sign it because it just doesn't go through him. Hey. Okay, I'm not quite happy about that bit, but it'll do, I guess. It's a bit bendy, but it's fine. That'll do. You wouldn't notice it if you weren't looking for it. Well, it's nearly complete. Screw covers. Now, do you know what? Yeah, I think as far as the purposes of this stream is battery, Chaz. Battery would be good. That'll do. We'll just switch it on again after we put the game in it and make sure that it loads both types of games up. After I found out where I put my games. Oh God, no. I know, tell me about it. There they are. I've found them. You won't believe the stuff that's just thrown everywhere here now. So, game in the back. Oh, that's guess what? I'm not going to do that now. I've got to change the motherboard because the card reader is knackered, or change the card reader. What about the front one? Ooh. So that one works okay. So that's where we are at the moment, folks. I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you all very much for watching what was through a really arduous and ongoing process. And again, I'm really sorry. Where are we? My face. Switch to that. Can we? No, we can't. Can't switch just my face because I haven't set it up. But yeah, thank you all very much. I hope you got some enjoyment out of it. So I know there were some very, very painful bits during that, and that it's dragged on somewhat. But yes, brilliant. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Rusty Ross. Thank you, Squishy. Thank you, Chris, Carthor, David, Bodgy, MS Bodge, or Blind rather, Falcon, Stu, and so many others. Thank you very much. Stopping the stream in 3, 2, 1. Bye.